So today, championship round, I started out and, used the ride around, went through Lake Apopka, and I found a bunch of birds on the bank. And next thing I know, there's a little bit of shad spawn going on, and I caught me a bunch of fish there. So it was a really good start to the morning. I hadn't fished there all week, so I was just kind of expanding, looking for new water, and kind of stumbled onto something really good this morning. Going into today, I didn't feel too good. The weather was changing, and I did not know what to expect. All the places I fished prior were blown out by the wind, so I had to expand and kind of, look for new water this morning. Kids' advice, man, just go fishing all the time. Just keep fishing as much as you can, and eventually, you get better at fishing. You learn, get involved with Major League Fishing. There's lots of tournaments to get involved with, kind of work your way up the ladder, and that's the best advice I could give someone.
Overall, it was a good day. I caught a big bass of the day with a 7+ pounder. You can never go wrong with that. It's been an unbelievable week, though. Just absolutely some great big fish. Caught big bass in the tournament and big bass today, so I'm not complaining at all. I felt pretty good about it. I didn't know exactly how the wind was going to affect things, when the storm was going to come through, and so figuring out when I needed to go to certain areas and mixed up my rotation a little bit, but overall, I felt really good about it, but probably would have switched it up, hindsight being 2020. I think anything in life, I said, nothing's easy. It doesn't matter where you're at, what you do. You have to work hard, and there is no shortcuts, So putting your time in on the water, putting your time in and understanding social media, how to build your brand, all of these things, there's a lot that goes into the sport of bass fishing, and you have to think through a lot of that. But if you want to be successful in life, it takes time. Takes work, and there is no shortcuts in life. Nobody's going to give you anything. You're not owed anything, and you gotta put your head down and go to work. Obviously winning the qualifying rounds and getting the automatic berth, obviously that was awesome, and being able to spend a little time with my family was really important. But great start to the tournament, good ending, had a top 10 finish, but you're never going to win them all, and you just have to realize, look, you got to be thankful for every decision, everything that happens, and the good and the bad. You learn from mistakes you make in life. You learn, and it pushes you to make you stronger, makes you think a little bit differently, and you learn from your mistakes. And so if you can do that, that's why I wouldn't say a sixth place finish is a mistake or a bad finish, but it's definitely, you still learn from every single tournament, and you learn from the decisions you make and the ones that maybe you should have made. So it's been a great week, though.
I was wondered about today. The weary, didn't know how to really take it all in. I just knew that Apopka was the place to be, and I knew if they were going to bite, Apopka could not be beat. And I was horrified by the wind this morning, so I started kind of where it was calm, and it started with a second flip, kind of like when the Red Crest went down. I caught one. I was the first guy on the score tracker, and I ended up winning that in 2022. So I didn't know how the day was going to shape out, but I did know when I pulled up windy that it was actually going to shift out of the north late this afternoon, while it was still going to be lines in. So I was really excited about that opportunity and wanted to just keep myself within 10, 15, 20 pounds, because when the big ones bite on Apopka, you can get right in a hurry. I just had a calm about me. I said, just make the right flips, stay in the right areas where you know some fish are, and do all you can. When you get a bite, let them eat it and set the hook as hard as you can. That was my motto all week. I lost as many as I caught, but I knew when I got back over to that area, and at one time I had no idea, but he says, Bobby, you're in second place. And this was, I think at the end of the second period, I moved up to second place, and he says, you're a scoreable away from taking the lead. And I'm like, the wind's fixing to shift. Things could get really good. And I told myself, just focus, don't get ahead of yourself. Mark's slowing down, Becker's slowing down, Scroggins is still posting a few here and there. Nobody's making a run. The weather has gotten horrendous at the time, and my fish are still kind of starting to bite a little bit. And I still haven't seen the wind shift yet, so I'm getting kind of excited about the area I'm in for sure now. Winning in Florida is like a dream come true. I live and die by my flipping stick down here, and last time we were here, I finished second and just didn't get the bites that day to win. and it wasn't meant to be. That's what I said about the red crest in 2022. I weighed that fish on the third and final reweigh. It weighed 2 pounds even to give me the win there. But to win in your hometown, to win in the front of all your friends, all your family, you know, we run a scholarship event down here. My son fishes pro now. It's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to win in your home state, to keep the trophy in Florida and keep the lane name strong. That's what it means to me. Yeah, you know, stay focused on what you do, guys. You love to fish. You love to get out there on the water, if it's from the bank or if it's in a Phoenix boat like mine, or if it's just in a regular John boat on a pond in your backyard, man. Have fun at what you're doing. That's what I told myself today. I'm here for a reason. Stay focused on what you're doing. Keep your confidence up at all times. For me, it would be flip and frog and swim jig the whole entire state of Florida, but you guys can throw whatever you want. But the more you're on the water, the less you're on your electronics. And honestly, it's a wonderful place to be. And especially this Harris chain of lakes, they have everything to offer with a huge amount of lakes that there's a lot of fish in all of them. So between the Kissimmee chain of lakes and Winter Haven and the Harris chain, if you're fishing in the state of Florida, just go out there, have fun, fish during the spawn and when it ain't real windy, and I promise you, you're going to catch a lot of fish.